I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room, Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion PMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
Please tell me you've got a real plan. I've tangoed with men like Cass before. If we're just playing at being resistance fighters, we're stepping into a world of hurt.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
You're more likely to hurt yourself if you play darts while drunk, but let's be honest, that'll be hilarious.
Peace and quiet.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is a move straight out of a warlord's playbook.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Fucking yeah!
Fantastic. It's just drainage. You know what I mean? All this friendship maintenance.
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
All right. Let's go talk to the man.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Bit paranoid, isn't he?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Got it.
Fuck off, fascist!
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Can we get in through those windows up top?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
Fine, I'm on it.
I cannot believe that I just saw that. That is not right. That kind of disgusting behaviour needs to be stopped.
Shit. I feel like if I breathe too hard, I'd blow this place sky high.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Fine, I'm on it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Move one more muscle chief and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
You don't want to do that, believe me.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Think a little more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Listen. Albion knows you're in London. You have got to run. Go!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish! Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Yeah, we know. Why do you think I'm here?
Maybe because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
I'm no mercenary. We came here to get your help putting Cass down. He tried to pin the bombings on us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't
Damn it.
lying about that part. Fuck. Think. Shit, fine. We've tabled. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Shit.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Shit.
Putting an end to the chase now.
Still can't catch me.
Negative. No sign of the target yet. Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
I have better things to do.
Oh no.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Tell me you got a plan to get me into the Tower of London? And it's not pretend to be a tourist?
I like to help, fam, but Nigel just caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Hey,
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
it's what we signed up for. Cass wants to unveil some secret project at this meeting, and we may be the only people standing in his way.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in our pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Send me their details.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
So, we're just supposed to... find an Albion PMC and show them the light?
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking.
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
Albion is always looking. I'm not a total pessimist.
I don't trust AI! Yes! Brilliant! That's right. AI should help humanity, not condemn it. Automation hurts us all.
Naughty last week. I went on a shopping spree. I must have Albion is always looking for good candidates.
You kidding me? He really said that?
Burn down, that's what I told you, yeah. Whole damn building, and I had no idea. I'll show up one day.
Always wanted one of these.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
I see.
Our potential recruit has identified a counterfeit farmer operation run by a nearby Clan Kelly dealer. You could download incriminating evidence off their optic.
Right in front of my big knives. This Albion bellend that I should put the brutal in brutality. I ain't even sure what it was about, right? But the construction head.
Think you can beat me at darts?
Sure, let's go.
Win
Nice
some,
try.
lose some.
Looks like Clan Kelly's pharmacy is closed. I'll inform our prospect. Now that you've helped them, they might be willing to talk to us.
Security measures are in effect throughout London city limits.
I went to a protest rally.
Awaiting area crime report. Protest rallies are not permitted.
You look like someone ready to make a difference.
Are you with DedSec? If you are, I could use your help.
We'll see.
I traced his message history, and his charity contact was texting him from a known Clan Kelly hideout.
I doubt the Kellys have the same definition of charity as us. It's definitely a scam.
Indeed. Pushing you the location so you can investigate.
No mercenaries on our streets! We don't want a police state! London's a war zone! Disobedience will be met with force.
As we expected, a full-blown Clan Kelly operation. Looks like they're detaining undocumented immigrants on site for some reason. Suggest you rescue whoever's being held here, and then contact our friend.
Fine, I'm on it.
There they are. Careful, Clan Kelly might be willing to kill them rather than let them escape.
Please, I'm not gonna fight you right now. Quiet, that's this. What was that? Not right, bro. Wait, what was that? How'd that turn off?
Look around! Watch each other's backs!
Nothing suspicious here. Keep looking.
suspect.
Is that...
All right, let's go.
Right, get her out.
Drone spinning out.
Is that drone out of control or what?
There. Once we're clear of the area, you can report on what we found.
I'm with DedSec. Are you aware that you're working for Clan Kelly?
No, I think you're mistaken. I work for human rights activists. They had documentation to prove it.
They lied. Tricked you into trafficking undocumented citizens.
Jesus, I should have known. I just wanted to do something good for the city. There has to be a way to help that won't end in human trafficking.
DedSec's always looking for more people. You interested?
All right, mate. I'm in.
Welcome to the team. Hope you're ready for this.
Thank you. I'm ready for action.
Nice.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed. Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready. Congratulations. DedSec calling. You're up.
Copy that.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform.
Did you catch that?
Don't let them escape.
Asshole shot!
Seems that manky little nerd was the one who kept diverting relief supplies away from the borough to keep everyone in line for Albion. These days you can do a lot more evil with a spreadsheet than a drone fleet.
Fantastic.
Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
We'll check another area.
Wait. We've got down procedures. Let's get it. Come on.
Don't see anything here.
Hostile target. Deploying combat measures. Engaging hostile target. Resuming standard operations.
All clear in here.
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You know much more about Cass than I do.
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him.
Huh.
He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Seriously?
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
It's not like anything they do. Always succumb to sin and debauchery. But enjoy it. Instead of fighting human nature.
Just that easy?
That's revolting.
Oh.
It's a wide world out there. Those dead set losers just don't know how to adapt.
Stop chatting with your girl and get back to work. All good.
I don't see it. I really want to like those American Westerns. Trust me, I really do. But I just don't. We are 10 minutes into our drinks before the punter starts going on about how the earth is really flat. You can believe it. I know, right? Why would any self-respecting conspiracy go through the bother and spend billions and billions on bribes and extortions and
This new project the director's presenting on stage is a game changer.
Can't wait to see it roll out. This is going to make our jobs that much easier and safer.
Yeah. You don't think it's going to make certain aspects of our job redundant, do you?
Not a chance. Director Cass.
These coins date back to the Roman conquest of Britain, or Albion, as it was known in 43 AD. Some are genuine Roman coins, but others were imitations made by the Celts. Queen Victoria kept these letters, written by her beloved and much mourned Albert, until her death in 1901, a full 40 years after his death, on loan from the Victoria and Albert Museum. This was considered by historians to be the famed sword, Excalibur. Later, archaeologists were able to date the sword to the early 8th century, at least 200 years too late. It still remains an excellent specimen of Anglo-Saxon weaponry. The Exmoor pony is Britain's oldest native breed. The breed nearly reached extinction during the Second World War when trigger-happy troops used them for target practice.
Everything is proceeding on schedule, and Mr. Cass is as determined as ever to make the White Tower as safe as possible from terrorist attacks. I believe he has ensured that every security measure has been properly taken so that we are all well protected. As he likes to say, there's nothing more valuable than our people's history.
That's quite admirable. Given that level of confidence, are you saying you still intend to reopen?
They're down close before coming in. Last night I'm big enough to do. Dealing with construction.
Anything they do is going to have a lasting
It's your problem, not mine.
London is at war against crime, but Albion is here to protect you. Help us, collaborate, and together we will conquer.
Albion gets it. Fight fire with fire. Don't give in to terrorism. Show them what British might is made of. Same way we became a world power. Sheer strength and unrelenting force. One goes in and out of his flat.
I heard someone saying DedSec.
No, Director Cass is a genius engineer, but everything he designs is weaponized.
I know, he's a little obsessed, but he's trying to keep people safe. In his day and age, that is what he's past
week. That might be part of it, but I think he likes the power. Maybe a little too much.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Fantastic.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
I agree. But I also know that power can sway even great men.
There are some parts of the city that need a good working over with some heavy boots. You understand?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's always an element that's going to resist all.
Sure, but I thought we'd taken care of them.
I've heard some talk on the street that they may be back in operation, but I'm not really stopping
I'm not sure. Some rumblings out there.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Senior's death.
I want to see it.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Oh shit, Cass really isn't right in the head, and they're trusting him with the security of London.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
Look, London isn't perfect. It's never going to be. What's the point in chasing what it used to be when you can just live in the present and make do with what we've got? It's a wide world out there. Just waiting to be caught.
How's it going?
Mr. Cass,
a bit tense.
it will do you no good to question his director.
I'm not questioning his bloody directive. I'm wondering why we're not being sent out against those fucking thugs.
Maybe because he has a plan, a vision, mate. That guy has
How are you
ideas
getting
running
on with
around his
those
head you
metrics?
wouldn't dream up.
The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, but promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch, so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Tidus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
It's a whinge.
Attention, a building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
How do I get out, Bagley?
The catacombs, fam.
Director Cass, I've been unable to reach the Commissioner's office.
He's stalling. Doesn't matter. It won't change anything. I won't allow it to change anything. Damn him. Yet another fool who knows what the right thing to do is, but lets emotions get in the way.
Run a search. Make it quick.
Let's keep looking.
Show yourself! They could be anywhere.
Someone needs to get hurt. Just give yourself up. Yet, keep looking.
Trail's gone cold. Let's regroup.
My eyes!
Hold it. Pull him back.
saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
Fuck. He's crazed. And anything coming out of that brain case will be crazed, including this Themis project. Damn. Fuck's sake! I don't like this. I really don't. What the fuck? What was that?
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Who's laughing now?
I ain't getting caught up in this.
Kick this up and you're as good as dead.
No, please, no. I'll be good.
Now that's not right.
Who do you think you are?
Stop! You're loving this.
Fuck!
If you see something strange, please report.
I bet your knees are sore after getting down for those fascist pricks.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security.
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break in the Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
What? No, I'm just walking. That's all.
Into his face. Hello. 1 more second. I will personally blind myself to serious.
You're coming up on the Albion drone facility where the micro-drone is being developed.
This better be worth it.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the R&D lab.
What do we have here?
Security's down in the R&D lab. The plans for the microdrone will be in there somewhere. I've downloaded the schematics. You can leave whenever you like. Now that we have the schematics, we can make microdrones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Titus ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
Target resisting arrest. Using restraining measures.
An Albion guard requests to see something on your person.
Shots fired! Go to find cover! Fuck! They're all over me!
There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location. Come on.
I'm ready if you are.
Right. Well, we just sad, innit? Excuse me.
We need to stand together and stand strong. All of us.
We've successfully trialed our first microdrone, and it's officially as cute as the dickens. I've decided to name it Sebastian.
Time to break into Titus.
And take away Nigel Cass's newest toy, Project Themis. Bagley, any idea where that name comes from?
Greek mythology. Themis was the goddess of divine justice. You know, the one with the sword.
Ooh, that is so Nigel fucking Cass.
See? School's useful for something besides social maladjustment. Find the schematics of the building and I'll work out the location of the Themis project.
Have you looked at the Themis brief, ma'am?
Yes, I looked at it before I assigned you to the project. I am quite familiar with what it entails.
You must see the ethical implications of this. Themis violates half a dozen laws at least.
Those laws don't apply anymore. Or haven't you been paying attention? We're functioning under martial law here.
No. Themis is more than just martial law. It's a...
Do not hesitate to report a crime.
I'm a ninja! Poof!
Activities will be prosecuted. Citizens, if you see something, say something. We are here to protect you. Investigation underway.
Look round for anything named Themis.
I'm all over it.
Well, if I was hiding a top-secret, morally dubious drone project like Themis, I would put it in the secure vault on the lowest level. You will have to hack your way past some pretty serious security, however. The elevator that leads to the secure vault that houses Themis is locked down. You will have to access the bypass terminal to use it. You will require a spider bot. You'll be using Sebastian and the rest of the microdrones to bypass security. But first you'll have to get by that laser array. I suggest a spider bot and steady nerves.
I got this.
Our job is not an easy one.
Sebastian. This is what you and your friends have been training for. Time to crash the security grid for Daddy.
Good luck, little guy.
That's the spirit. She'll be pretty sick.
the cause. Destroy them, Sebastian, and for God's sake, be careful. You've made your father very proud, Sebastian. Oh, right. You should be able to access the Themis project room now.
Let's ruin Nigel's fucking day.
London, once a beacon of civility, now a cesspool of lawlessness. It is clear that humanity can no longer police itself. Fortunately, we don't have to.
Welcome to Project Themis.
Albion has found a way to apply an existing system, LifeScore, a data aggregator of biometrics, personal information, to our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively.
Fuck me, I knew it. The LifeScore algorithm. My algorithm. I should have scrubbed it before I left.
What do you mean, Hamish? You know how Themis works?
No, fam. Well, yeah. This was years ago. We were developing a LifeScore algorithm for what Cass called a peacekeeping system. Supposed to identify vulnerable civilians, not target them.
Fuck.
So in theory, Themis could be programmed to target anyone based on any number of parameters.
Exactly. That's the way Cass thinks. Genius, but twisted. We have to stop this. And I know how. We delete the LifeScore data and Themis is done.
Fuck it. Okay.
All done.
Yes, we'll have the award ceremony another time. Get out now. This may be entertaining. I've intercepted an audio transmission from Nigel Cass.
No more excuses. This is my city, and I will not have DedSec ruin my plans for it. Themis was poised to change London, the world. And this group of... And Hamish fucking Balaji? I want them all. They made you all look like fools. They walked calmly into the White Tower, and no one, not one of you, stopped them with all our vaunted security measures. So do any of you have anything to say? Nothing. Well, everyone, and I mean everyone in the organization, will be re-vetted immediately. Someone help them, that's certain, and we will root them out. This time, we will get them all.
Well, that's about done it. Cass is gonna steam about this for a while. No more life score, no more Themis. You did it.
Cool, but save it for when we're actually done. Cass is still causing trouble, and DedSec's gonna stop him. You in?
Not much of a joiner, fam. Considering how my days at Albion ended. But I'll be keeping watch on them and Cass. Maybe feed you lots of intel.
And there's still the question of Zero Day. Remember them? Completely gutted DedSec 1.0.
Cass had a hand in that purge, Bagley, and in the bombings, so we'll gladly accept any help you can give us, Hamish. Cheers.
In the last adventure of Detective Bagley and his occasionally helpful human sidekicks, we discovered that a billionaire tech mogul and a war profiteer both had secret plots to exploit human suffering and murder thousands. A shocking twist, I know. Speaking of the people we most suspect, Mary Kelly's slave trade is bound to be any day now, and we also just received a distress signal from a coffee shop of all places. Maybe the Wi-Fi's down or something.
Is that relevant, Bagley?
Yes, obviously there's more to it than that, but I knew I had to make a joke or you just tune it out. I've marked both leads on your optic.